Okay, I'm gonna just at least make sure that I'm live. Let me just do a check here. Check one. Okay, I don't see it yet. Give me a moment. Sometimes when you're doing these, you have to, first thing you do is you have to make sure you're live because sometimes you get started and you're not even quite live yet, which is kind of interesting and weird. Do me a favor for those folks that are joining on, by the way, that are just tuning in. If you're just tuning in as you're listening, I'm going to do a mic check, just to make sure you can hear me. Just to make sure you can hear me. So do me a favor. Go ahead and tune in now, and look right below the video. Look right below the video, and at least let me know that you can hear me. Just let me know you can hear me, because sometimes I've been known to get started on these things, by the way, and no one can hear me, which wouldn't be a good thing, by the way. I see Tristan Sutton has just joined. Hey, Tristan, let me know you can hear me, by the way. I also see Donnell Reed has joined. Hey, Donnell, thanks a lot for joining. Let me know that you can hear me, by the way. Ursula, hey, Ursula. All right, all right. Let me know you can hear me. And as you're just tuning on, I do want to take a moment and hey, Doris Birch. Hey, Doris up in Chicago. Doris is making it happen. Doris, let me know you can hear me. I've got a really cool conversation today. I was having a little breakfast and kind of hanging out here in San Antonio, and I want to share that with you. And Takesha Ford, who just joined, as you just joined, do me a favor first to say, Shay, we can hear you. So look right below the video and let me know you can hear me, so I know that the my voice is coming through loud and clear, because it'd be kind of unfair to be going through and you not be able to hear me. That'd be crazy. Wouldn't that just be hilarious, by the way, if I was talking to you and you couldn't hear me? You see I have a Usain Bolt shirt on. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But first, for those folks that are joining, Lindell, hey, Lindell, take a moment and look right below the video and at least share what you do. Share what you do, by the way. So tell me where you're from and then share what you do. So I'll give you a moment just to spotlight your company. And then I got to get into this conversation that I want to have today, that I was actually having with someone just prior to this. So I'm on a phone call. Check this out. Where's my phone at? On a phone call, put the phone down and said, you know what? I've got to share this, because 99% of professional speakers who make more than six figures are actually doing it. And they're doing this one thing, and I want to share what this one thing is. I want to have some real talk, by the way, but also trying to figure out why some folks that are out there, they do teach these skills, which is fine, but they never made six figures in their business, more or less seven figures in their business, and they're teaching people how to get paid, but really only 1% of folks are making the money. And you know, it begs the difference, like, what are they doing differently? Like, you've got to ask that question. What are they doing differently? Now, one of the reasons you see me with Usain Bolt on is because I really like the guy, by the way. I mean, I'm a big admirer of him. Anybody that's had, I don't know how many championships did he win. The guy may have won 8 Olympic gold medals. He may be like 11-time world champion. He's like first in I don't know how many different races, the 100, the 200, I think the 100 relay. The guy is amazing. And one of the secrets, he said, of his success, just one of his secrets of success, was no matter how good you are, there's always room for improvement. Okay, so let's think about this. The fastest man in the world, arguably one of the greatest runners of all time, unquestionably the greatest runner of my generation, says, you know what, no matter how good he is, and you should Google Usain Bolt if you don't know much about him, and you should look at his work ethic, look at his practice routine, look at the amount of effort, but more importantly, look at the company that he keeps. And he'll share with you. He'll share with you. One of his secrets is, yes, he's always willing to get better, but there's a second part behind that that's a big motivator, and that is having the right team. Having the right team. And so today, I just want to have an open and honest conversation. This conversation is not for everybody, by the way. It is not for everybody, because if you hate selling, this conversation is not for you, because there's a job application waiting for you somewhere, right? If you're someone that want to keep begging to get on stages or doing a pay to play model, this conversation is not for you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This conversation is for the person that truly wants to be paid more for what they know than they can do. And yes, that is Special K, Tristan. Yes, I love cinnamon pecan. And yes, I had some breakfast. Is that okay? Can a brother say okay? Let me say hello to Diane. Hey, Diane Phillips. Let me say hello to Ken Brooks. Hey, Ken Brooks out there. Hey, Kevin Coach you well. Thanks for joining. Dwayne Buckingham, Penny Jones Richardson. Hey, do me a favor. Look right below the video. Look right below the video if you would, and just put your first name. Tell us where you're from. Tell us where you're from if that's okay. And more importantly, just kind of share what you do. Just kind of share what you do. That's a moment. And then I'm going to get right into point number one. Of course, I talked about Usain Bolt because I just admire the guy. But here's something that's on my mind just right now. And I'm going to share it with you. And someone go ahead and jot this down. This is the first point only for speakers. Oh, that's right. As you're watching right now, as you're listening, do me a favor before I get into points. I only got 4 points, so they're going to go pretty quickly. But do me a favor, hit the reshare button. Hit the reshare button. You see there's a reshare button right there, reshare button. Hit the share button and just type these words. Just type these words. Do more. Do well, do more. Just put do well, do more, hashtag speak and serve. Hashtag speak and serve. So just hit the share button because, yeah, this message is for speakers, but it's also for coaches, it's for authors, it's for trainers, it's for network marketers, it's for anyone right now that is ready to truly be paid more for what they know. Hey, Felicia, thanks so much for joining. Thanks for being part of this, by the way, Felicia. Take a moment, Felicia, as you're out there. Look right below the video. Look right below the video, Felicia, and tell us where you're joining in from. Tell us what you do. Coach Kevin Coach Williams says, hello, superstars. I'm a hashtag speakerpreneur for good credit 750 in business club. Thanks a lot for sharing that. Hey, Mary, thanks for sharing, by the way. Mary Figures is on. Hey, Mary Figures, tell them where you're from. Tell them what you do. Felicia Phillips says, Felicia Phillips through Eyes LLC, international speaker and dream coach out there making it happen in Pennsylvania. Y'all need to connect with some other speakers that are out there, by the way. Dwayne Buckingham say, what's up, Nuke? Yo, yo, baby, yo, yo. It's a Kappa thing, by the way. There's only one fraternity. I know. I still say that. Kappa Alpha Psi. Always a pleasure, Nuke. Always a pleasure. Penny Jones Richardson says, I'm a life transformation coach and publisher and speaker. Thanks for saying what you do, by the way. Mary Figures, it's good to say hello, but tell us where you're from and then tell us what you do. Tell us what you do because I believe when you do well, you can do more. I believe that. And I also believe that you can make $1 and a difference at the same time. I do want to say hello to Tristan. It says A5A. Tristan, why? Come on, Tristan. Why? Ken Brooks, a message to Ken Brooks says, hey, Ken from California. All right, need imprinted items, business cards, T-shirts, and so forth. He's out there. Hey, Mia Parrish, thanks for joining, by the way. Latanya Wallace said she's from Atlanta, Georgia, customer resolutions. Okay, so she says she does customer resolutions, which is pretty cool. All right. Thanks a lot for putting that on there. I appreciate that. Now, let me give you point number one. Let me just get right into it. Let me jump right into it. But first, I want you to do me a favor. Just do me a favor. I know you shared it, but I also want you to put down that here's point number one. Point number one, jot this down in your notes. Stop waiting to get on stages and create your own stage. Let me say this again. Stop begging to get on stages and actually create your own stage. Specifically, create your own virtual stage. And this is the time to create your own virtual stage. And I am going to say that we're going to stop waiting for all those egomaniacs. Okay, these are hyper egomaniac folks that are out there right now, and they're like, you know what? If you want to speak on my stage, if you want to be on my conference call, if you want to be on my webinar, if, then you must do this, and this. And it all came down to a pay-to-play model. And if that's not you, you're like, you know what, Shay? I don't want to be part of this pay-to-play. And when I got started in the beginning, I would beg. And then I got on some stages. And then after getting on some stages, I had to go beg some more, right? Which means I would ask if I could be on your stage. And you would give me all of these conditions. And I want to tell you right now that we're not going to deal with these egomaniacs no more. We're not going to do a pay-to-play. We're going to create our own stage, specifically a virtual stage. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, specifically a virtual stage. I do want to say this is important. So do me a favor. Look right below the video and put point number one. First point. Stop begging to get on stages. Create your own stage. Hashtag make a dollar and a difference. Hashtag make a dollar and a difference. And I'm gonna tell you how to create your own virtual platform. I'm gonna tell you how to create your own virtual stage. I'm gonna tell you what I went through personally, what we went through as a company personally, and the struggle that we went through. And if I told you, I'll give you an example. I was talking to someone, and this is about 6, 7 years ago, and there was a disruption going on in my own personal life, and I had a conversation with this person, and they were like, "Shay, you're really good, but in order to be on my stage, and this is me speaking there, it was $7,500. Now, it's not about the money because I think whatever you pay, whether it's $1,000 or $1,500, that's cool. Sometimes you've got to have some skin in the game. Sometimes it's a crowd-funded type of speaker approach where I may have got the venue. I'm paying for the venue. I'm paying for the audio and the visual equipment. I'm paying the advertising and so forth. And so a little skin in the game is fine. But $7,500? I said, no worries. What do I get for $7,500? I'm just curious because I was just curious. And you know what they told me? I get a chance to speak on the stage for 15 minutes. Now, I didn't mind chipping in to offset a cost. I didn't mind being a partner. I didn't mind that. But what I did mind is $7,500, even if it's 15 minutes. And here's what's interesting. They were having it at a hotel. Okay, I'll mention 2 or 3 so you understand. Hilton, Marriott, Hilton Garden, Hilton. Okay. Hilton, Marriott, Hilton Garden, Hilton. Whatever it was, it had garden in it. Okay, does that give you a stay? And the room only was going to hold like 60 people in it. So I'm thinking to myself, $7,500. Okay, so you know, if you want to be respected and you're nervous about creating your virtual stage because you're nervous about how you look, how you sound because of your brand, I get that. Let's talk about that. But here's the point. Point number 1. Someone jot this. I'm looking at the moment. Look right below the video because I got sidetracked. Stop begging to get on stages. Create your own stage. Specifically, a virtual stage. You want to build your media empire based on your own virtual stages. This is how I got started. This is how Trevor and I work together. This is how we built Peak Performance Institute. The hashtag I want you to use is make a difference, make a dollar, make a difference. Hashtag make a dollar, make a difference. Because this conversation, again, it's not for everybody. This is for the person that wants to make a difference in the world, wants to have more impact, wants to have more meaning, wants to really serve, wants to speak to serve, write to serve, be an expert to serve, whatever it may be. But you come from a place of service. So think about, as you build your own virtual stage, think about what that looks like. Think about what that feels like. Think about the number of people that you could truly impact. I do want to say hello to Marcus Robinson because Marcus Robinson is aboard. J.S. Singh is aboard. Hey, J.S. Singh. Crystal Cunningham. Hey, Crystal. Tell us where you're from, Marcus. Look right below the video. Spotlight your business. Hey, Tristan. Thanks for putting the notes down there. Cheryl Davis. Hey, Cheryl Davis Phillips. Tell us where you're from. Takesha Ford said, stop begging to get on someone else's stage. Create your own. Hashtag make a dollar, make a difference. Thanks a lot. Mia Parrish said, stop begging. Hashtag make a dollar, make a difference. Penny just said, this is the truth. And I'm telling you, I'm coming from the bottom of my heart. It truly is. So what does it look like to build your media empire? Now, this is serious. This is a real conversation, right? Build your media empire. Well, there are a couple of different things that you would need to build your stage. The first thing that you're going to need is we got to come out of our comfort zone. And I had a conversation with a client, this is about 7 months ago. And they told me that they had a clean look and they don't do broadcasts because their brand and the way their home is, and they don't have their own office. And they gave me a list of things. And after a while, I stopped them. And I said, hey, tell you what, let's write down all the reasons why doing a broadcast doesn't make sense for you. And they said, okay. And they sat back. And you know what they did? They gave me a list. Everything from didn't have the right equipment, not a technical person, not sure what they're going to say. They have to be prepared, and they don't want to mess up in front of the camera, because if they mess up, it's going to really create a problem for their business. And after we went through all the list of things that didn't work for them, do you know what I said at that point? I said, now you told me all the reasons why it won't work. Can I turn the sheet over? And can I start writing all the reasons why it will work? And I wrote down the word serve others. Just 2 words. And I put that down again. Serve more people. Then I put it down again. Serve lots of people. And then I put it down again. The law of large numbers. Someone jot this right below. The law of large numbers. Serve more people. And I said, one of the ways to create a digital you. So let's say this person's name is Kathy. One of the ways to create a digital Kathy is to be able to create a media empire that reduces your labor, reduces your time, and allows you to create your virtual stage so you can get your message out there. And that's a challenge for a number of folks. Okay, they may have a message, but really when they look at the numbers, when they're doing their conference calls or their webinars or live broadcasts, they're not generating the type of numbers they want. Hey, Ann Johnson, thanks for joining from Little Rock. Thanks a lot. Hey, Rashida Porter, thanks for joining. So here's the question. Have you built your virtual stage? And what would it mean right now if you step back and you decided to create a virtual platform that allowed more people to have interaction with you, to impact more folks? What would that mean for your business? And then what if you invite other speakers to your platform? See, stop begging. Stop begging. Stop asking. Stop pleading. Stop hoping you get in. No, create your own stage, virtual stage to be exact. And then on top of that, create your own virtual empire, your own media empire that speaks directly to your audience. So think of an ESPN, think of a CNN, where you're always broadcasting great content that changes lives. Look, if you're out there right now and you're listening, go ahead and send me a text. Someone put my number below. And if this speaks to you and you're like, you know what, Shay, I need to create a virtual stage. I need to go with the law of large numbers. I need to know it's time to serve more people. I'm done with pay to play. I'm done with begging. If that's you, just send me a text. Just send me a text. Let me give you my number. Text me at 202-270-1662. Text 202-270-1662. Text virtual stage. Just 2 words, virtual stage. But text your first name, text your last name, text your best contact number and your email, and then let me provide you some information that's going to help you. I may even do a one-on-one session with you to talk about building your media empire, talk about creating your virtual stage, talk about getting your message in front of more people, talk about you making $1 and a difference at the same time. Because when you do well, you can do more. You can do more. And as I'm talking out there, how many of you out there as you're listening right now, like, you know what, Shay? I want to do more. Let me go and recognize the people that's joined. And then I want to give you point number 2. Point number 2 is going to rock your socks. Point number 2 is going to make a difference. But someone look right below the video. Look right below the video. Just put my number down. Put down text 202-270-1662. Text virtual stage. Enter your first name. Enter your last name. Enter your best contact number. And then also right below that, put down your first name, your last name, and your email. And then someone from my office will contact you. And I'll send you all the information so you have it. Hey, Anna, thanks a lot, Anna, for joining. Anna, tell us where you're from. Stephanie Kabab, tell us where you're from. And more importantly, tell us what you do. Tell us what you do. I believe you're here because you want to do well. You want to do good. You want to make a profit and make a difference. I used the other word because I got a little crazy. Make $1 and a difference at the same time. If that's you, then go ahead and write down point number 2. Point number 1, for those folks that are just tuning in, was stop begging to get on stages. Create your own virtual stage. And we're going to walk you through step by step how to do that. Point number 2. Someone jot this down in the notes. Put this right below. Point number 2 is just stop creating BS products. Create quality products that resonate with your target audience. And in some cases, to do that, you really need to work and have some product development to a certain degree so that when you're introducing a product to the market, it has some research to it. It has some science to it. It has some logic to it so that you know it's going to resonate. Because I'm going to tell you, I probably talk to a couple thousand people a month, a couple hundred on the phone, and probably tens of thousands of folks through the power of these fiber optic lines. And one of the biggest challenges is not creating products. And that's why I said stop creating BS products. Someone look right below the video. Just write those words. Point number 2, stop creating BS products. Because it's not a shortage of products. it's a sure it's the products that are connecting with the audience. And oftentimes these things launch because they saw it on someone else's website. Someone said you need to have this type of product, and if you don't have this type of product, then guess what? Without that type of product, it's not happening. And that might be you as you're listening right now. And I want to talk to you about 4 different type of products that you can have, and why product development is important, and why product development makes a huge difference for where you are. So let me go ahead and give you these if I can. Let me give you these. There are 3 type of products you want to have as a speaker. 3 type of products you want to have as a speaker. Number 1, as you're listening and hitting this down, and for those that are resharing this, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know many of you have already looked above and hit the share button. If you hit the share button, go ahead and write these comments. Hit the share button now as I give you point number 2. I'm going to go into detail in the 4 type of products you absolutely unequivocally have to have. But first, hit the share button. And when you hit the share button, just write these words. Just write these words. When I make more money, I can do more good. Let me give that to you one more time so you can have that in your notes. When I make more money, I can do more good. Now, isn't that just a good feeling? Hashtag make a dollar and a difference. It's all about speakers making a dollar and making a difference. That's hit the share button, and then go and write these words. When I make more money, I can do more good. And that's really what you want. I know some of you want to improve your community. You want to improve your family. Some of you want to start a school. Some of you want to help pay someone's health insurance. Some of you want to hire people in your business so they can create their own wealth and create their own money. I get it. But in order to do that, you first got to get paid to speak. So when I make more money, I can do more good. Isn't that what you really want? We're going to start creating these BS products, by the way. You don't need no more products. You need the right type of product, not more products. So let me give you 4 type of products. I want you to jot this down. This is number 2, and I'm sharing with you right now what 99% of folks aren't doing. Only 1% of speakers are earning $100,000 or more. That means if you run into 10 speakers, only one's making any money. I mean, that's just the reality of it. I don't know how to say any different. So there are 3 types of products. Let me give you these 3. The first one, go ahead and jot this down in notes. The first one is called a do-it-yourself product. A do-it-yourself product. Now, what is it? Let me make sure I'm still live here. The do-it-yourself product, what that means is that think about the person is going to learn from you, but then they got to go do all the work. So they're going to learn from you, but they got to do all the work. So if I look at weight loss, if I can say it that way, if I was going to the gym and I bought a gym membership, guess who has to do all the work? Well, I do. I've got to do all the work, right? Now, it's typically a low price, it's a low ticket, and it's the first step. So your first product you want to have is a do-it-yourself product. That means that you're going to teach, they're going to do all the work. And I want you to think about it. When I said stop creating BS products, I want you to have a very specific product in mind that's going to help. The second type of product you can have, jot this in your notes, is a done with you solution. So one solution is they do it themselves. A done with you solution, put down DWI, done with you. The first one is DIY, the second one is DWI. Done with you solution. Hey, Stacy Page, thanks for joining. Tell us where you're from, Stacy. Tell us what you do. But a done with you product, if I'm using the gym as a key example, I go to the gym, I have a gym membership. However, I really don't feel like going in there doing everything myself. So I look over and I see a personal personal trainer. That's right, a personal trainer. So I go over and I hire a personal trainer. So I paid a little bit of money to join the gym, and then I pay a lot more money to have a personal trainer. That's a done with you solution. That means that your labor or your team's labor is going to be involved in working through the solution with the client. That's a done with you solution. Then there's a third type of product. Hey, Shay Will, thanks for joining. Hey, Shay Will, tell us where you're from. Tell us what you do. This is a good opportunity to spotlight you and your business. Okay, now, a done for you solution means I want to lose weight and I went to the gym, but that's not a good fit for me. I then left from there and I decided I'm going to hire a personal trainer at the gym. Doesn't work for me. So now I decide this time I'm going to go to a specialist. and they specialize in weight loss. In fact, they're a doctor. Now, I'm going to pay a lot more money. Now, notice, the closer they get to you, the more they pay. Someone jot that in your notes. Look right below the video. Look right below the video and put the closer they get to you, the more they pay. We're talking about stop creating BS products. The closer they get to you, the more they what? They pay. That's right. And so now with the done for you solution, that means the doctor's going to do all the work. So they got to go in, they got to cut out all the fat. But first, you're going to meet with a team. And then you're going to work with a specialist. And then once you get past the specialist, you're going to get a little bit closer in there. And now you're working with the doctor. And the surgeon goes in, all the work is done. You sign the papers, you lay your butt on the table, for lack of a better term. And they suck out all the fat. You get up, you follow the instructions, and life goes on. And that's called a done with you, a done for you solution. You don't do any of the work. So when I say stop creating BS products, I want you to think about the type of products you're already creating. And I want to think about how you can change that, how you can make a difference with those products. Okay, now we're talking about here what you can do to earn money in the speaking business. And I'm now going through the 4 type of products. Point number 1 was stop begging to get on stages, create your own stage. Hashtag make a dollar, make a difference. Point number 2 was stop creating BS products. And so now I'm on the 4th type of product. And the 4th type of product, and as I'm saying these products, I want you to be listening and ask yourself, you know what? As he's speaking here, do I have these type of products? Like what product is really generating me revenue in my business? Or if I created them, and they're not really connecting with my audience. And that might be a problem that you have. You're like, I got the product, Shay. I know what I want to offer. I know what I want to do, but I'm just not making the money. Don't worry, I'm going to give you a solution in a moment. But first, let me give you this 4th solution. This 4th solution is called an SBS, Systems-Based Solution. A systems-based solution. Now, a systems-based solution means that I go somewhere, I get a solution one time, but to continue to get that result, I've got to pay again, and again, and again, and again. So who do we think about in that situation? I'm using the weight as a way of going. And let's think of Jenny Craig or Weight Watchers. Now, I'm not even sure who owns Weight Watchers, to be honest with you. I'm not even sure if Jenny Craig is even alive. Someone should go find that out for me. I really don't know. But what I do know is that in order for me to get the results, I've got to continue to purchase the products monthly over and over and over and over again. So SBS is a subscription-based service, a subscription-based service. Now, that's very important because when you think about it, who makes more money? The surgeon with a done-for-you solution who's trading hours for dollars, and nothing wrong with that. I don't have anything against surgeons. But I do have something against surgeons that don't want to be paid more for what they know than they can do. And that might be you as you're listening right now, by the way. You want to be paid more for what you know than you can do. You want to be paid more for what you know up here, for your experience, for your expertise, for your stories. If that's you, just tune in a little bit because I'm going to give you point number 3. But I got to say point number 4, SBS, because for some of you, that's the magic formula right there. That's it. You know for a fact that you've got a story. You know you've got a message. And that's one of the reasons why we created Launch Academy for speakers, by the way, because the challenge speakers had was, number 1, being able to call someone and be booked to be paid as a speaker. If that's you, say, that's me. That's okay. And then the other challenge they had, truthfully, at the end of the day was, you know what? I have products, but my products aren't selling. And that's why we created Launch Academy for speakers, so they could stop creating BS products, stop creating more products, stop chasing the next thing they heard or read about on the internet, but truly they could have a product that generated, consistent, predictable, reliable income. Consistent, predictable, reliable income. If that's you, say, that's me. I want consistent, predictable, reliable income. Raise your hand and say, that's me. And then use the hashtag speak to serve. Hashtag speak to serve. Just put, that's me, Shay. Hashtag speak to serve. I've got the right story. I've got the right message. I've got the right experience. I know what I want to say. I've even written a book. I've written a story. I do coaching. I do it already. It's just time for me to make a dollar and a difference at the same time. No more BS products. That's point number 2. And if that's you as you're listening right now, you're like, Shay, I feel you. I'm all in. I'm all in. It's time for me to create my product. It's time for me to really make a difference. That's me. Hey, John Stephenson, thanks for joining. Hey, Sheree McFadden said, that's me. Hey, JS Singh, thanks for joining, by the way. Hey, Rose Jolie, thanks for joining. Raketa Porter, who I had a chance to meet. Hey, thanks so much, by the way, for putting down the 4 types of products, because it's time to build consistent, predictable, reliable income. That's me. Hey, that's me. Okay, I see you. Speak to serve. Speak to serve. Stephenson, if that's you, or any of you out there right now, do me a favor. Head on over and be part of a community of other speakers who are coming together so that not just 1% of us make $100,000 or more, not just less than 0.5% that makes 7 figures, but we speak to serve. We get paid more for what we know that we can do. Go over to www.SpeakerNationInterview.com. Someone put that right below the video for me. Put that right below the video. Just put go to www.SpeakerNationInterview.com. Hey, Rosie. Hello again to you too. All right. Tell us where you're from, Rosie, for folks out there can listen to you. But go right below the video and put www.SpeakerNationInterview.com and say go over there for the Launch Academy for Speakers, because truly you want to have a product that delivers you consistent, predictable, reliable income. That's what we all want at the end of the day. Hey, Rosie, yes, I love Usain Bolt. Love it. I was just over in Jamaica about 2 weeks ago. Had a great time, by the way. Wonderful time. And there's no way you can go to Jamaica and not get a Usain Bolt shirt. It's just impossible, by the way. All right, I said I'd give you 4 points. And for some of you that are going over to www.SpeakerNationInterview.com, just follow the instructions, right? Just go over there, register, sign up for a one-on-one time, and let's just have a conversation about where you are, what you're doing, and how you can stop creating BS products. And you can do what point number 1 was. Does anybody remember what point number 1 was? Point number 1 was very simple. Point number 1 was stop begging to get on stages. Create your own virtual stage. Build your own media empire. Create a digital you. That was number 1. Point number 2 was stop begging, and I think that's so important. Stop begging to stop creating BS products. Stop creating BS products. I got so excited. I'm ready to get to point number 2, because point number 3 is just off the chain. It's off the chain. And it's certainly if you want to make a dollar and a difference, if you want to do well so you can do more good, if you believe when I make more money, I can do more good, if we're all in this together and we're all in this speak to serve type of campaign, hashtag speak to serve campaign. In fact, I'm going to do something right now for all my speakers out there that are watching, for all my authors, for all my coaches, for all my trainers, for all my network marketers, for the person out there that's listening, says, Shay, you're resonating with me. This is me. In fact, I want to connect with someone else because I want to be on your platform. I don't want to beg, but I might want to be on your platform. Here's what we're going to do. Because we know that our philosophy is that 1 + 1 = what? 2. But when we collaborate, 1 and 1 = 11, hashtag 11. What I want you to do right now is you look right below the video, and just put this hashtag down. Just put hashtag speak to serve. Just put hashtag speak to serve. That's me. Put hashtag speak to serve. That's me. You got to put the that's me in it afterwards, right? So people know that's you. And when you see that, that's going to be our own little code in our Speaker Nation. Our own little code is speak to serve, because we come from a place of service. We have a heartfelt message. We want to help someone else. And we've been given this gift and given this talent. And we've had these trials and this tribulation that we've gone through. We've been through that. And I know I've been through that in my own challenges in my own life. And you know what? I went through that stuff to set someone else free. I'm convinced of that. I didn't know that back then, by the way. I didn't know when I got started 15 years ago that I was doing this to speak to serve. I thought I was doing it to make money. I thought it was a way to feed my family. I thought it was cool. It sounded fun. It sounded interesting. Put me on the stage, coach. But as I'm doing it more and more, I'm like, not a big deal. How can I use the law of large numbers to get in front of more people? How, through the power of those fiber optic lines, can I stop begging and get on stages? This is serious. This is a real serious conversation. Hey, Franklin Morris, thanks for joining. Tell us where you're from, by the way. Ann Johnson said, hashtag speak to serve. Then after that, it's that's me. The hashtag is speak to serve, and then space that's me. Hashtag speak to serve. That's me. Hey, Elisa. Hey, Elisa, we got to get together, by the way. I owe you a call, by the way. Roy Chen said, I'm loving your message. Been saying this to people for years. You know, we're all on the same page. Here's what's cool. It don't have to be new. It just has to work. It don't have to be anything new. It has to work. Let me get to point number 3. I only got 4. Point number 3 is not how to create new products. You need to learn how to do a viral product launch. Okay, hear me. It's not about just creating new products. It's about how to do a viral product launch. Now, I want you to listen to me. Someone, if you're listening, by the way, just in the notes, we're tracking notes, put point number 3, because someone else is just joining for the first time, and I want you to help them out. So put point number 3, look right below the video, just type these words. Help me out. Put these words, create a viral product launch. Create a viral product launch. I'm going to tell you how to do that. Create a viral product launch. Hashtag speak to serve. Let me say it again. Create a viral, you hear me, viral product launch. Hashtag speak to serve. Now, this is very important because basically, we've got to stop begging people to buy our products. I know you're like, Shay, the happy entrepreneur, call me whatever you want to call me today. Look, we got to stop begging people to really buy our products. If the person tells you no after you've spoken or after you've given your message, they just tell you no. It's not a big deal. There's someone else out there that will help you. There's someone else out there that you can serve. There's someone else out there that's going to resonate with your message and how you solve a problem because of the one idea that people will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. Someone jot that right below. Put that right below the video. People will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. And if you do a launch correctly, we're talking about create a viral product launch. Now, you might know what a viral product launch is. I'll get into that. You might not say, Shay, how will I even start a viral product launch? Tell me about that. I will. But let's first stop begging people to really purchase our products and service. I mean, let's just stop doing that. And if they tell you no, they tell you no. Tell them to get to stepping. Tell them to keep on moving. But if you do a product launch correctly, and you have more than 300 people that may be interested in your product or service, I'm making that number up. It could be higher for some of you, could be lower. But let me just tell you, we worked with a client recently, and one of the things we shared and we did on this viral product launch, hashtag speak to serve, because it's about serving. It's about serving. Let's say, look, if you have 300 folks that are lined up to buy your product, and your team is talking to folks, and the person on the other line says no, let's say 5 people tell you no. You're not as worried. You're not concerned about those 5. Why? Because there's 295 other folks who are interested in doing that. So you got to learn how to get people interested in your product, which is how you solve a problem in the marketplace. And one challenge I have, sometimes people want to know, Shay, what do I say? Shay, what do I do to get them to buy? Look, we don't do anything to get them to buy. We don't try to convince them. We don't try to persuade them. I'm not trying to give you any fancy words because that's not my role. Our role is just to serve. Our role is to say, look, there is a problem on the planet, whether you work with me or not. And I'm solving this problem every single day. I was put on this planet just to solve this problem. And that means a lot. Don Curtin, thanks for joining, by the way. Takesha Ford said people will pay today if you help them solve a problem today. Thank you. Rashada says, point number 3, create a viral product launch. And when you look back at your own products, good morning to you, Don, or good afternoon, or good evening, or whatever time it is where you are, by the way. It's always a pleasure, Don. Tell them where you're from. Go ahead and spotlight your company, by the way. Ricketta, thanks. Point number 3, create a viral product launch. Think about when the last time you've done that. Think about, okay, if you were to start, what's the first step to create a viral product launch? If you know step number 1, what's step number 2 to create a viral product launch? Now, I want you to hear me now. PR is... marketing is what you say about yourself. So if you're creating a viral launch and marketing is what you create for yourself, then what is PR? Well, PR is what other people are saying about your product or your service or your mission, your goals, and your objective. PR is what other people are saying. So when you launch this marketing campaign, but you launch a viral viral product launch, then here's what's going to take place. You're going to start with the marketing, and you're going to put all this money saying go, go, go. But at some point, the PR takes off. So marketing gets going, and then the PR takes off. And the PR, which is the viral product launch, that viral product launch outpaces all the money you spent 10 times getting the message out there. Why? Because other people are talking about it for you. It's a viral product launch. And one of the reasons that a number of speakers don't hit six figures isn't because they're not talking enough. It isn't because they're not trying to get on enough conference calls. It's not because they're not trying to be on enough stages. It's not because they're not willing to get onto an airplane. It's because they really never get the concept of a viral product launch. And in fact, look, this is not a beat me up conversation. I promise you. And if you're hearing viral product launch, you're like, Shay, I'm clueless. In fact, Shay, I'm trying to Google it right now. I'm trying to figure it out right now. Now that you've even mentioned it, I'm going to go figure out what is a viral product launch. If that's you, it's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It just is what it is. And when I got to point number 3 about create a viral product launch, I went bananas. In fact, I was talking to Trevor like, we just finished teaching this, but I said, the world needs to hear this. I mean, they shouldn't have to pay to be at a boot camp or a VIP or behind the scenes. No, you the entrepreneur, you the coach, you the speaker, you the person as a business owner gets up every single day because you want to serve other folks. You've got a vision, you've got an idea, you're solving problems, you got experience, you got a story. You do it for a reason, and that's to serve others. So if you want to learn how to create a viral product launch and you want that for your own product, now this went over, step number 2 was stop creating BS products. I went over 4 type of products you have to have, but now you're like, Shay, I'm in number 3, Shay. I'm advanced. I'm going to stop begging people to buy my product. If that's you, do me a favor. Send me a personal text. Just you and I, and in the personal text, I want you to put text the word viral product launch, text viral product launch, then open up your text thing, go to your text messages and put in viral product launch, and you're going to text it to this number, 202-270-1662. Let me give that to you again, 202-270-1662. Text 3 words, viral product launch. Viral product launch. I'm saying again, viral product launch. Now put your first name there so I know who you are, please. Put your last name there because there might be more than one Kathy, more than one Kevin out there. Put the best contact number because I'm not assuming that wherever you sent it to me was your best contact number. And then put your best email. And then we're going to go ahead, I'm going to do something special. I'm going to send you step by step what you need to do to create a viral product launch in your business. And someone look right below the video, just put the word text viral product launch to 202-270-1662. Text your first name, text your last name, text your best contact number in your email. And then I'm going to send you the details, but I want you to be part of what we're doing over at the SpeakerNation community. And it's a community of other speakers who come together so they can help support each other, not so much to generate the income, but to generate the impact, to make $1 and a difference at the same time. And that right there, I'm going to tell you, when you get to that level, that's a whole nother level. And here's the good news. You can do it. Here's the good news. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And I believe in you. I said I'd give you 4 points, and I've given you 3 so far. And let's just do a recap so you have it. And someone that's going to do a recap, go ahead and jot it right below in the video so we have it. Point number 1, stop begging to get on stages. Create your own virtual stage. Don't worry about no pay to play. Don't worry about I got to beg you and hope you allow me on your stage or on your conference call, on your blog show, on your podcast. No. I'm going to create my own. I'm going to create a media empire. That's you. Got it. Check that box. Then number 2, we stop creating BS products. Create a quality product that resonates based on research, based on background, based on information, based on what's in the market. So it's not just I have these products and no one's buying them. It's no, they're knocking at my door. They're beating it down as part of the Launch Academy. We talked about that, Product Launch Academy. And some of you went over to SpeakerNationInterview.com. Again, SpeakerNationInterview.com. And what's over at SpeakerNationInterview.com was a chance for you to be interviewed, but to get all the details about joining a community of folks, that's exactly what they're doing. Their whole mission is to help you grow, sustain your business, then grow your speaking as a business. And it's a new community. It's a new network. It's different folks. And then point number three was do a viral product launch so that your PR campaign outpaces your marketing campaign. Marketing is what you say about yourself. PR is what other people say about you. And at some point, that PR campaign starts to pass in that one. It's like Usain Bolt, baby. It's like go, 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 go. And it does happen. I mean, it does happen. And it's like, man, it's like amazing when that takes place. And if you want to really learn how to do your viral product launch, just send me a text. Send me a text over at 202-270-1662, 202-270-1662. Text the word viral product launch, and let's get down. Now, put your first name so I know who you are. Put your last name. Put your best contact number, your best email. Let's rock and roll. Now, here's point number 4. This is serious. This is real serious. They're all serious. But if you ain't selling, get a job application. If you ain't selling, go get a job application, especially for all those people who hate selling. And I'm going to say it again. If you're not selling, just go down there and there's a job application waiting for you. Just go ahead and apply. Or maybe if you don't want to sell or you want to learn how to sell, you can go ahead and hang up on this part of the broadcast, right? I'm not going to take it personally. I'm really not. And I'm not judging you because you don't want to sell or you don't want your team to sell. I'm judging you right now. I would be judging, I say right now, because you don't want to learn how to sell. And if you think about it, if you had to learn how to sell, you want to learn how to sell like you. You wouldn't want to learn how to sell like your coach. You wouldn't want to learn how to sell like a woman because you're a woman, or learn how to sell like a man because you're a man. You'd want to learn how to sell like you, how you can be authentic, how you can be yourself, how you can speak from the heart so that you can communicate. And you want to learn how to sell like you. And maybe you were given sales scripts when you first got started. They said, say these words to this number of people and this will happen. And you don't want to sell like someone else. I've learned that people don't hate selling. They don't hate selling. But they certainly, with every fiber in their body, they hate selling and sounding like someone they're not, like someone else. And when we release that and we understand the scripts are for actors and you are not an actor, you can be yourself. So if you're not selling, go get yourself a job application. Now, I do want you to learn your signature selling styles. I'll give you 7 of those selling styles so you know what they are right now. And then maybe as you're listening, you're like, Shay, I don't know my signature selling style. So I really can't be authentic. I really can't be natural, Shay. I really can't be transparent because I only know what I've been told to do. And if that's you, you pay close attention because I get it. I've been there. When I first started working with my coach, you know what I did? I became a parrot. And I said everything my coach said. Like, okay, no matter what my coach did, I did. If he said, say ABC, I said ABC. And I said it in his voice. I said it with his tone. And it didn't feel good, but I didn't know what to do. No one told me anything else differently. I didn't know what my own signature selling style was, based on my own DNA, based on my own experience, based on my own expertise. I didn't know what I didn't know. It's like I didn't know I had a unique blood type. I didn't know. And maybe that's you. Like, shit, I've been selling all this time. I don't know. Let me introduce you to how you can be yourself. Someone look right below the video and put scripts are for actors. Be yourself. Hashtag speak to serve. If you believe this, you don't have to write if you don't believe it. If you believe this, just look right below the video, and put scripts are for actors. Be yourself. Hashtag speak to serve. Hashtag speak to serve. So scripts are for actors, and you can be yourself. Think about this, if I can. Why would I teach a cat to bark and expect the cat to be successful? Cats don't bark. Cats don't bark. And you're not a cat. You're not a robot. You are yourself. You are unique. So let me introduce you to the 7 signature selling styles. For some of you may be hearing them for the very first time, but I want you to have them. I want you to have them in your notes so that you have them and understand that there's a signature selling style. Then there's language patterns that signature selling style uses, and then there's different approaches. In the time I have, I'm only going to give you the 7 signature selling styles and at least the language patterns they use. And if you want the whole thing, it's no problem. It's no problem. You can join SpeakerNation. You can be a part of this movement. You can be a part of this paradigm shift where us speakers are all coming together to support each other, whether they're an author or a coach or a full-time business owner, or they work and do the business part-time. It doesn't matter, but we're all in this together. Here's what you can do. You can go over to SpeakerNationInterview.com. Again, SpeakerNationInterview.com. Get all the details for yourself, okay? But learn your signature selling style. Learn how you can stop begging to get on stages. Learn how you can build your media empire. But let me give you all 7 so you have them just for your notes. And then I got a bonus. Woo! I can't wait to the bonus. Can't wait to the bonus. But here's number 1. Number 1 is the intuitive signature selling style. The intuitive signature selling style, they use instinct to drive action. So maybe you're listening like, Shay, that's me. I base everything on my instinct. I base everything on my gut, on how I'm feeling. That's fine. Number 2 is the scientist signature selling style. Now, why do you need to know this? So you can take an assessment. You can go through and ask questions. You can then understand and see your own personality type and then see the best type of selling signature style that works for you. There's the scientist. The scientist uses facts to drive action. So they're going to be more facts driven. There's the rock star signature selling style. And the rock star, they use personal charisma to drive action. And then there's the drill sergeant. Now, drill sergeant's a little different because they use force of will. We can do this. Come on, let's do it together. Come on, you got to believe in me. They're going to try to drive it. Some folks are like that. Tony Robbins might be like that. E.T., Eric Thomas might be like that. And then there's the drill sergeant, which I just talked about. Drill sergeant uses force to will. There's the next one, number 5, is the heart-centered selling style. The heart-centered selling style is they're going to use emotional connection to drive action. Then there's the visionary. The visionary is going to see it before they see it, or they'll never see it. So the visionary, they're going to really use this big idea to really drive you in the direction you want to go to. Now, are you all these signature selling styles? As you're talking, it all sounds like me. That might be true, but one is stronger than the other. So I want you to be aware of it and then find out what your predominant one is, and then maybe what your secondary one is. We all have a predominant one we love. And then there's the professor. And the professor uses learning to drive action. They use learning to drive action. I love this stuff. I love what it's going to do for you. I love what it's going to do for your business. And if you ever thought about it, how did you be able to go through business and really not know your signature selling style? All right. I want to say hello to Keisha. Hey, Keisha's out there. Thanks for joining. Hey, Don. Thank you so much for all that you do. You're a rock star. You're out there making it happen. And so for those folks that just want to really learn how to sell, like I said, if you don't want to learn how to sell, go ahead and get yourself a job application. There's one waiting for you. And if someone is willing to hire you to do your work, that's fine. You can be paid to do work. But there's others of you out there, you're a business owner. You're like, I'm willing to learn it, Shay. I'm willing to learn it. I'm willing to take that step because this is what it takes. Go over to SpeakerNationInterview.com. Again, SpeakerNationInterview.com, and make sure you follow the instructions. The last note I want to make, and I'm just going to put this right below, and thank you, Don. Thank you so many of you who are out there right now taking notes, and as we go along so that folks can enjoy it, those folks that can't, to Keisha Ford Irose, thank you so much. Don, thank you so much. Rashetta, thank you so much. Roy Chen, thank you so much for all that you're doing. And all of you. Bobby Emerson, hey, Bobby, thanks for joining. Every single one of you out there. And here's the special. Here's the last note. Make no time for losing or losers. Usain Bolt said he hates losing. It's what drives him, by the way. Usain Bolt, one of the greatest runners of all time, said it's what drives him. It's really he hates to lose. But I'm going to tell you, make no time for losing or losers. being in business when I first got started, I didn't know this. I didn't have this distinction. I didn't have this understanding. There wasn't this communication going on with me and someone on the other side who I respected, who had been doing it. It just didn't exist. And so I played the game. I went out and got some business cards, and I thought that was serious. And then I went to events or meetings and networking sessions because I thought that was important. And then I read all the YouTube videos and bought all the toys. I thought that was important. And guess what? I still wasn't successful. Not to where I wanted to get to. I just wasn't there. But here's what I found out. How can I say this? When it got serious for me, let me tell you when it got serious for me, and I knew that I had to break through on this selling concept. I had to break through on this product launch. I had to really have the right team. It got serious for me when my car got repossessed, and I had to go lie to my sons as they watched the car and it being repossessed by the guy. And I'm looking at the car and I'm looking at my sons, and I'm looking at the car and I'm looking at my sons. And as I'm looking at the car, I look at my sons and I say, you know what? The car's not being repossessed, it's being taken to the garage. I lied to my sons, and it got serious in that moment. And maybe you never lied, and I understand. But if you've been where I've been to, you get it. So number one is we're going to get serious. I got serious when I went through bankruptcy, because after the car, that wasn't the end of the story. I went through a bankruptcy. I got serious about business when I went through a divorce. I got serious about business when I went through those challenges in my disruption in life. And here's what's really cool. I decided I don't have time for losers or losing. Someone put that down below. Make no time for losers or losing, because that's not what I was putting in for. J.S. Singh says, make no time for losing or losers. How true is that? And that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate right there. And when you learn 7 figures from someone like me who's done it, when you learn working with someone in sales who's worked with other folks to help them get to where they are, now you know, here's what I need to do with my people. And I know this is not for everybody, this message, but I know it's for some of you out there who are tired of struggling, you're tired of being broke, you're tired of being underpaid and overworked, or you're just tired. You're like, this thing has got to get going. I'm ready to kick it off. If that's you, I've got 5 minutes for 5 people. 5 minutes for 5 people. And the clock has just started ticking. And these are 5 people who really want to take their speaking to the next level. They want to build their product to the next level. They really want to reduce their labor. If that's you, and the time is coming, they're not out just kicking the tires. They know what they want. At the end of the day, if you don't know what you're going to, at the end of the day, if you don't know what you want, if you don't want to make any changes that I'm suggesting, then just get yourself a job application. There's plenty of them out there. They're willing to hire someone smart, someone intelligent. But one of the phrases I heard from Steve Downs is that wealth is not earned. Wealth is created. And together, partner with Peak Performance Institute and yourself, we can go out there and we can create wealth. And so I've got 5 minutes for 5 people, and I'm going to give you my number. And the clock is ticking. And at the end of the day, if you don't do what you got to do in business, if you don't want to do what you got to do to be in business, then get yourself a job application. But this is really only for folks who are serious. Serious people making serious moves. I'm saying again, serious people making serious moves. I've got 5 minutes for 5 people. If that's you, I want you to text me. I will personally call. Now, the number to text me is 202-270-1662. Again, 202-270-1662. And when you do that, I want you to put right in there, put right in the subject line, 5 minutes. Just put 5 minutes for 5 people. 5 minutes for 5 people. I'm going to give you 5 minutes, but I'm going to give you the best I can. We're going to customize it for you. Steve Downs told me that wealth is not earned. Wealth is created, which is one of the reasons why you became an entrepreneur. It's one of the reasons you got in business. So if you're just kicking the tires and you're not sure, then don't call me or don't text me at 202-270-1662. But if you only pay more for what you know, if the time has come for you to reduce your labor, take back your time. If that's you and this message is resonating with you, like, you know what, Shay? I get you. I'm feeling you. I'm all in. Send me a text to 202-270-1662. 202-270-1662, and just put 5 minutes. speak to serve. 5 minutes, speak to serve. Because we're going to serve, we're going to speak, but we're also going to serve. With that being said, I want you to know that you're amazing. You're incredible. This conversation started off with me, don't laugh. Everybody, don't laugh at my Kellogg's, okay? Don't laugh. It started with me just having the conversation, eating, doing what I do best. And when this message hit and I had a conversation, I said, I got to stop what I'm doing, and I want to share what I just shared, because what I shared with you is going to help someone else. And in this message, if you got some of this message, like, Shay, I got it. Shay, I'm in. Shay, I feel you. You can go ahead and text me at 202-270-1662, put 5 minutes, and then put speak to serve. Now, this is not about kicking the tires, and I'm not sure I had to get my confidence up. No, it's for the person like, you know what, I'm ready to build my speaking business. I'm ready to build my media empire. I'm ready to do a viral product launch. I'm ready, Shay, to truly learn not only how to sell, but to teach my team how to sell, because we're all about solving problems, creating wealth. Not sitting back and being hired to earn wealth. Again, I'm not judging if you hate selling, but I'm going to judge you if you don't want to learn how to sell, because if you don't want to learn how to sell, go get yourself a job application. There's one waiting for you. And that's fine. This may not be for you, and it's okay. You can self-select your way out. But if you're like, no, what, Shay, I'm on the other side. I'm going to learn my signature selling style. I'm on the other side. I'm going to get better at what I say, when I say it, and how I say it. I'm part of SpeakerNation. I'm part of this nation of speakers who are created just to speak to serve, to make $1 and a difference, and who are in the world to do well so they can do good, because they believe when they make more money, they can do more good. Money helps them feed the homeless. Money helps them give it to a relative for insurance. Money helps them send their kids to a school of their choice. Money helps them get their neighborhood beautified. Whatever it is for you, when you make more money, you can do more good. Some of you put that earlier. When I make more money, I do more good. Hashtag ready to serve. It's all about the ready to serve community. So with that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur, or whatever you want to call me. Whatever you want to call me. Just call me serious, because this conversation we just had, and this conversation for those that text me, it's for serious people who want to make serious moves. Let me say it again. It's for serious people who want to make serious moves and grow their speaking business as a business to exceed and get into the top 1% of folks who earn $100,000 or more. And when you want to learn from somebody who's done it, a team of folks who's taught other folks how to do it, absolutely. So my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Again, whatever you want to call me today, go on over to www.SpeakerNationInterview.com. Again, www.SpeakerNationInterview.com. Wealth is created. Wealth is not earned. Thanks, Steve, for teaching me that. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. And before we sign off, before we go out, I always like to recognize folks who made it to the end, folks who are there. So take a moment and look right below the video. Look right below the video. And if you want to connect with someone who wants to speak, you want to connect with someone because you want to be on their platform or you're building your media empire, look right below and just put hashtag speak to serve. And share one golden nugget. Share one idea. Hit the share button. Pay this forward. Pay this forward to someone else. Just put hashtag speak to serve. And if you want to put what you do, you have my permission. I want to recognize you, the business owner. I want to recognize you, the entrepreneur, you, the person that's right here, right now, in this present moment, because you're here. And I'm here with you as well. I mean, I'm here, but I'm here with you as well. All right. With that being said, thank you so much. I look forward to connecting with you soon. Again, my name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise all of you will make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.